You won't find a moment in history where a free thinker or a thinker outside of the construct wasn't ridiculed and chastised. Philosoph- Philosophers, great philosophers, the Socrates, Immanuel Kants, the Aristotles of the world, many of them were exiled out of their own nation and labeled as crazy, insane, stupid, for lack of a better term. Later, we can go and re-evaluate and realize, oh, Socrates was ahead of his time. These motherfuckers was geniuses. Like, we look at motherfuckers in hindsight. Malcolm X, you're crazy at the time. They love to praise Martin Luther King right now, 2020, but in 1960, when he was saying those sentiments, you threw rocks at him. You said he was tripping. Anyone remotely close to a free thinker will be ridiculed by our governing body, which is really the feds. That simple. Kanye West is no different. Kanye West just went on another rant against this global conglomerate that y'all think don't exist. He's telling you, and when you're a free thinker in this construct, you notice that you can never truly be free. Because the way it was constructed, you're always going to be micromanaged by this elitist system. Anything you want to do has been already controlled. If you want to be a singer, they have a corporation for that in which you can sing. The dilemma in that is you lose your agency. What you want to talk about, what you want to speak about, goes null and void to what they want spoken about. Then they can perpetuate that ignorance. And on top of that, you don't get your rights to your own content. Most of these artists don't have rights to their own art. They don't have their own intellectual property to the shit that they do. With that being said, you're going to see the news headline only. You're going to call them crazy. This is what you guys do. The public are the masters of falling for the spin. You guys are only going to catch Kanye West pissed on the Grammys awards. And Kanye West says J. Cole and I forget who else owe him an apology. And you're going to say, oh, why does he think? And I'm gonna let you know this. Ain't nothing he's saying way off. For one, the Grammys has been shunning black artists forever. Deliberately placing them motherfuckers in the ranks only to lose. Every time. Give it to a no-name white artist that wasn't as popular. I remember 50 Cent did Get Rich or Die Trying. Nothing sold more. Nothing was more culturally influential than that album, yet the nigga lost. And it just happens repetitiously, over and over again. So Kanye is pissing on the fucking Grammys because the Grammys is one of the symbols for white supremacy. That's one of the things that they uphold. If you ain't won a Grammy, you ain't did this. And they deliberately not giving niggas Grammys? So, okay, we need to the Grammys ain't shit then. Piss on that shit. Y'all don't never see this nigga's interior motives. Y'all never see, because you guys are so external material beings, not free thinkers, constructed motherfuckers. You would never piss on a Grammy. It's crazy to you. It's disrespectful to your construct and your mental matrix of thinking a Grammy is fucking something. It ain't nothing. So him pissing on the Grammys, or him saying, because J. Cole did a whole song about him, saying he was a false prophet, undermining Kanye West. I got news for you, J. Cole. I love you, Jermaine Cole. But what Kanye West is doing right now, as far as trying to get people to realize their enemy, this system in which you know you a slave in, J. Cole, Jermaine, you know you're a slave in it. To call him a false prophet and ridicule him on a whole song, maybe y'all do need to talk. I don't need to hear nothing. It ain't for me. You feel me? But maybe y'all do need to talk about that. Have a discussion. Because you're enslaved to your label too. You can't put out a record and get paid full freight for that record. And then we have more tweets from Kanye. We used to diss Michael Jackson. The media made us call him crazy. Then they killed him. Of course you guys think Conrad Murray. You got whatever the news put up there, y'all think. Do y'all ever ask who controls the news? Do y'all ever ask why only certain figures get looked at as rapists, pedophiles? Do y'all ever ask how come every time a black person is at the pinnacle in that entertainment industry, you see them collapse? Cosby, Michael, Kelly, Kobe, Jordan, everybody has a storyline to where these elitists have leverage over them. Kanye, they got something on Jay-Z. He just played a part. When a nigga played a part of the system, they let him slide. Soon as Jay-Z don't play the part, y'all gonna see Jay-Z's dirt get uncovered. Soon as LeBron James don't play the part, y'all gonna see LeBron James's dirt get uncovered. Because they're in a system, and they're trying to operate within a sick white supremacist system. But however, they are still brothers. And I really truly believe that some of them believe that they're in a fucked up system and want to help to get out. But soon as they breach that construct way of thinking, like if LeBron James tomorrow said we need a black-owned league, all players need to retire, y'all gonna see some dirt that we ain't never thought LeBron James had pop up and surface on the shit to make us ridicule and scold and chastise him. Soon as a nigga get that free application of thought around this matrix, it happens. Kanye West is smarter than all the niggas who calling him dumb. Kanye West is smarter than all the niggas who calling him dumb. If you never thought for a second that Michael Jackson may have not been set up by Sony when he owned half of Sony, again, we talk about intellectual property and ownership. To own half of Sony, not just his catalog, but Sony, because you put trillions to the world, Michael. You're worth more than what you were paid. Y'all can look at how much he made, but he was still being exploited. But when you own shit, you're not exploited no more. He owned the Beatles catalog. He owned so much. He was a powerful black man at that point. And they killed him and told us it was Conrad Murray. You can check the court cases, and you're going to see Conrad Murray talking to Sony. Conrad Murray is just a motherfucking puppet. Sony is the one telling them to give him that pills. So is Kanye West crazy when they say Michael Jackson and Prince got killed by Sony? You think of the few people who own their own rights. You have Michael Jackson owned his own rights, dead. Prince owned his own rights, dead. And honestly, I haven't done enough research to know what happens after they die. Do the rights go to their family, or are they back reserved for these sickos? I ain't heard Michael Jackson shit spun since. I ain't heard Prince shit spun since. Who else owned intellectual property of their own shit? Nipsey Hussle. Dead. Oh yeah, the guy on the corner, the Crip guy, shot him off some regular beef shit. Y'all love to chalk everything up to a random coincidence. But let me tell you about random coincidences. They may feel like that to you, but somebody's planning that random. Even Eric Holder, he may think that's a coincidence that he's there, or he may have got the bug and known, but somebody made that a part of their intricate plan to get that black activist in a hood in which he can uplift. Nipsey was a symbol for something different that you niggas don't understand. Nipsey symbolized revolution from the mud. He owned his own masters just like Mike, just like Prince. All three dead, 3 for 3. But Kanye West is crazy when he says he ain't sharing. I want no more music until I'm released from all my contracts. He's enslaved to Sony and Universal. Enslaved. So because he's being a rebellious slave, they're going to ridicule him and call him crazy every chance they get. When Kanye was playing the role of slave, they didn't ridicule him. He was the greatest rapper in the game in 2006. Soon as he put out, oh yeah, we be the new slaves. I see his blood on the leaves. I see his blood on the leaves. Y'all know the DEA teamed up with the CCA. They trying to lock niggas up. When he started talking about corporate entities being corrupt, privately owned prisons, record labels, lowest selling album comes. The New Slaves album, which is my favorite Kanye album. That's when he got free. That's when he stopped using these eyes, start using that one. When niggas get connected to that eye, Kanye don't sound crazy no more. When niggas are latched onto these eyes, Kanye, Tupac, when he did it, all these free thinkers are crazy. Let me guess, y'all thought Tupac was crazy too, right? When Prince put slave on his face. So I'm a slave. Who am I a slave to? Y'all thought he was crazy. When Michael Jackson told y'all the owner of Sony, Tony Mottola, whatever the fuck, is a devil. Pedophile case, back to back. He joined the Muslims for protection. Y'all don't even see that little shit from this wicked industry. But Kanye's the crazy one? All you niggas cool with these slave white supremacist corporations, whether it's the rap industry, whether it's the hoop industry, if you co-sign the ownership in these, I don't even know, the board, essentially, it's not even the CEO and the CFOs. You got a board that they have to report to approve how these fields work. If y'all appeal to them, then y'all just approve of slavery. Y'all approve of the new constructed form of slavery where your autonomy is stripped for the sake of $1. You do what we say. You put out the songs we like. You talk about killing, murder, sex, drugs, exploiting the black woman, and we'll pay you. A free thinker and a conscious being knows that that's not words of encouragement to prompt society to be their higher selves. So I won't do it. Kanye won't do it. Kendrick won't do it, in my opinion. I think Kendrick is probably under that Interscope, same system, even though there's branches to it. But Kendrick is aware, man. Y'all don't think you think he disappeared for nothing at this time? You think he said, I ain't doing music at this time for not? Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Motherfucking Butterfly, which was one of the coldest albums ever. Conscious black album. And I heard niggas. Say, oh man, that ain't the good kid, Mad City. Y'all want that low frequency, low vibration shit so much. Y'all want him to talk about nothing while you can nod your head while the words subliminally say kill niggas and fuck bitches all day. Why do y'all want that shit? Y'all don't want to get out your own energy of death? That's an energy of death. To hear that, your brain is a computer. That file cabinets, motherfucker, for every word you hear. So to have these artists putting out that bullshit, and then when they put out shit like To Pimp a Butterfly, or New Slaves, or even J. Cole's Born Sinner, they get the lowest selling albums because y'all's frequency can't even fucking interpret higher level of thinking. It can't even interpret free thought or high consciousness. You get sick when you hear high consciousness. I be watching these battles when Loaded Lux really start talking about real society. The crowd literally goes asleep. Because they already dead. You go to sleep at high consciousness because you already dead. If you walk around on this low level of frequency of just thinking sex, money, bitches, your primitive state is the way of being, then our system got you because that's how they made you think that you're not immaterial, not intangible, not higher than your physical form. If that's what you settle for, you ain't living, you dead already. You whim to the construct. Whenever the construct changes, you will change. You never tapped into yourself to know who you are outside of the construct. And when niggas try to get you out of your box, you ridicule and chastise them. Whether it be Kanye, whether it be Kendrick, Cole, whoever it may be who tried to do it. You see, conscious rap they literally made conscious rap a subcategory. When rap was only conscious at one point. So the delirium, fake delusion that y'all see every day is not even rap at its essence. It's a circus act. Most Def, Talib Kweli, Common, that was the essence of real hip hop. We call that a subcategory now because we're so sick as a nation. If you think Kanye crazy, just explain. Don't say, oh, he said this. Tell me his reasoning for saying Harriet Tubman didn't free anybody. Because we not free in 2020. So to say anybody yesterday freed anybody from complete slavery is a lie. A complete lie. That's not to say Harriet Tubman didn't do her Dougie and she didn't free them from one form of slavery. But if white ownership is everywhere in America, you got freed from one strict form to one lesser strict form. What makes them crazy? What makes Pac crazy? What makes y'all normal? I should ask that. Why do y'all want to be so normal so much? We're a collective, but we're still individuals. So what I mean by that, as a collective conscious, we got to look out for each other. We got to support one another. We really feel each other's pain when we're tapped in. We are literally connected beyond this material world. I don't know if you know it or not. I don't care if you know it or not, because in my reality, I know it. We are a collective, however, we have an intricate design with our own individuality. So we're one, but we're still separate in this material form, and we have a distinct energy that we all can provide to the collective consciousness. So that individuality is the beauty of humanity. Because we're a collective, but we have the individuality to express ourselves in a distinct form. So for you niggas to have that, be blessed with that by whoever you think your creator is, and then choose to be normal? Nigga, you're crazy. Somebody gave you an intricate design and you chose to conform to normalcy? Nigga, you're the crazy one. Crazy people are tapped in. The niggas y'all call crazy are tapped in. Pac was tapped in. I know you niggas seen that interview where he said, I have no fear. I fear no. Why you, when a nigga is a free thinker, fear leaves the door. I don't move by fear because that's going to make me bound to even a bigger construct than a construct at hand. Kanye has no fear. You can tell. All you normal niggas is scary. Why you want to be normal, it still puzzles me. It baffles me. I can't understand it. I remember being a fucking kid looking at the construct like, okay, I don't really like this. This is not for me. This new wave of clothes up, it ain't me. That's just how I always discerned it. A lot of you niggas aren't why guys. You're what guys. So when you see it, you just be like, oh, niggas is wearing skinny jeans now, let me put on skinny jeans. Niggas is wearing long jeans now, let me put on long jeans. Niggas is wearing snapbacks, let me put on snapbacks. Oh, fitteds are back in style, let me put on fitteds. Oh, I remember braids was just clown years ago. Braids wasn't cool. Now braids is back in fashion. So niggas are just so normal that they're victim to a construct. And when a nigga's outside of the construct, they look at him like his dick is out. I can't stand you niggas. I love you niggas because we're connected again, but I can't stand the way you niggas process information. You want to be normal so bad when your designer didn't make you as such. 19 minutes. I rambled enough. And to be honest, it's irking me even thinking about. I get real riled up about this because this is modern day enslavement. Don't compare it to the past one because we're not in the past. So just because you say, oh, it's better than it was, I don't give a fuck how it was. I took notes for that and already made the extrapolations for that. I know how it was in my history and reality. I know enough. And I can always learn more. But don't tell me that today is better. I'm living in today. I only want to deal with today. We can make past for references, but to say it's better, that don't say that this shit is good. To say it's better, that don't mean that this shit is good. If you eat a nasty dish, and then your next dish is kinda nasty, and I be like, I don't like this dish. And the nigga be like, oh, well, it's better than your last dish. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't like this dish either. Stop trying to delegate what I think is good in this life. Kanye West, y'all talk this woke shit. Y'all talk this woke shit in sedation. Y'all talk this woke shit in a state of sedation. Kanye West is just a free thinker. It's your boy Dame, man. Peace. Subscribe to Dame's World. You niggas is just retarded, man. I love y'all niggas, but the fact that y'all don't use your brain that somebody gave you, the fact that you don't even know your own essence, some of y'all think y'all don't even have an essence. You like a body flipped inside out. When you tap in, you'll go back outside in, but right now you inside out. You ass backwards. You're normal. You're constructed, and you cool with that shit. You still don't know what you want. This whole time on this earth, you niggas still don't know what you want in this life. Following that construct blindly. Dang.